No, the teachers I think are willing to. I mean, by the time I think the strike has reached week 4, because this was starting week 4, I think some of the teachers were a little bit bound, because we're hearing that some teachers in rural schools were going back to school and teaching learners.
That's the only thing
some
they
were
know.
teaching candidate classes. So I think some of them had already seen this.
Here's one thing we forget. Some of those teachers teach out of passion. It's not about the money. It's what they know. Their grandfather was a teacher. Their father was a teacher. They are also
which ones are those who teach out
I
of
had
passion?
a chemistry teacher in all of Pamela.
Maybe
Whether it rains.
He doesn't have grandkids.
I'm telling you,
doesn't have
listen,
anything to lose.
They are teachers that teach out of passion. Obe nkube tonya, obachi. That teacher used to come even when they're on a cannula.
I know there are teachers who teach out of passion, but still, still, they need money. You cannot be earning peanuts while your friends are earning 5 times more, sitting in the same staff room. You're both teaching out of textbooks.
In your days of going
both
to school.
Both of you are using textbooks to learn, to teach kids.
So
what's the difference? You're all really teachers.
Do you remember even when power used to go off? And there's that one teacher who used to stay in and wait for the generator to be
there are those ones. I know.
Can you imagine?
I know.
Like even the generator doesn't happen. I say, now we are going to study in darkness. I was saying the formula for, and you're like, but come on, this guy, come on, man. Anyway, guys, away from that, we also have another story. You remember the guy that slapped the minister?
Yeah.
He's been taken to Butabika.
This guy has been taken to Butabika, or Kurut. He's 39 years old. 2 weeks ago, he slapped the minister in church at St. Michael's Church while he was giving a minister for works.
After doing a cross,
State Minister for Works, Musa Ichwero.
This is called a cross.
He went in front, did a cross proper like he was praying.
Forgive me, God, for I have sinned, but I'm going to slap the nonsense out of this minister.
That's what happened. And then that was in Wera sub-county in Amuria district. So the minister decided to pay costs because he heard from the family members that this man was actually mental. He had issues with his brain that were not like he was not operating like every normal person. So the minister decided to foot bills for a mental checkup. They checked him. They discovered he has a condition called bipolar.
Bipolar doesn't cause people to slap.
It gives you extreme stress. Yeah, it's one of those conditions that gives you extreme stress and depression. So it can, when you're extremely stressed, some people out of total depression can kill themselves.
Yeah, true.
You're splenetic in the way you act.
True, exactly.
So that is the condition, and the minister said, okay, fine. If the results have come out that you're mental, let me pay for your cost to Butabika. So Minister Chweru has
blessings.
He has taken him to Butabika. He's paying for all his costs.
If I was the minister, I'd keep like putting holy water on that place where he slapped.
No, but surprisingly, this guy is well learned.
The guy that slapped him.
He was a student of Bachelor of Science in Education, ICT from Makerere University. 12 years ago, he did that course, and that is when, shortly after his graduation, is when he started having symptoms of mental. He started with something like typhoid and malaria, then later he went berserk. His head went crazy.
That's what's happening in the country, guys. This is what's happening. Galaxy FM. There's never been a day when we do a bulletin here and we don't talk about a school fire. It's impossible. Now, there's another one. There's students that have been held over a public secondary school in Mabare that caught fire. Yeah,
Mabare Town Council. That is in Kagadi district. Then 2 weeks ago. Was it last week on Tuesday? That's when the school caught fire. And according to police investigations, they say it's arson. Kagadi District Police Commander is called Moses Muzima. Says one of the kids confessed to lighting up the fire. Now you're going to interpret for us that bite. What the guy is saying, Kagadi.
Jirarwe na bujudizi obutwabwe na ahasini nagira ati omwazi yogo kaza petrol station yagoraho petrol ya 13 yagiretero mu kacupa kamizi kwiyaringira abandi bazo mu ndomi omona ko mu prepsi petrol yagireta yagishwa kitanda ecogo owaberere mu kama wesimu ya kumaho nakabiriti ya toroka.
It all started with a phone. Yali ainagwe walana naye rasimu nagena nagula petrol 13 namuyiwa ku buliri bwoyo wesimu nabuchomeka and then the dormitory naye nekwata omuliro. Can you imagine what kind of students have we
trying to revenge on his friend?
What kind of students abana baffe bafuuka kibaana kibe tuzizaayo mu masomero And you wait for the
But
holidays.
then also the question is, who is being critical? Do you have matrons or wardens in these school dormitories? Because a kid moves past the gate with a jerrycan of petrol. A bottle. He had a petrol. Because he bought petrol for 3,000 shillings. No, auntie, now you must be critical as a school.
Never from they break the fence. Babuka. Those ones they do. But look, listen, the thing we've forgotten is we had these children at home for 2 years. We sent them.
Yeah.
Don't expect them to be in the same mental state like they were before. They were not students for 2 years.
Yeah, that's
there's even going to be a problem. Abana bano bagenda kuddewa kojja uli anti omwana yakubye mama we bikonde. Yes, is that TV. I don't know. And then we also need to understand most of these kids, Pam, I beg your pardon, most of these kids suffered from COVID. Maybe you are seeing the effects of COVID-19. COVID has made kids mental.
So you think it has got into their brains, eh?
COVID
I don't know.
I don't know. Something.
No, I think, they're psychologically disturbed. And then there's that point of negligence on both parts.
Mwana w'emyaka 14.
Yeah.
Ng'akimutuusaako.
Yeah.
Bamusalidde emyaka 17 mu kkomera. Head teacher on a 14-year-old.
Head teacher of Chuho Primary Schools in Kisoro District. Yeah, he has got himself 17 years in jail. Yesterday he appeared before court, and that is where he was charged. But after he pleaded guilty, he said it is true. I defiled this girl. 14-year-old girl. He was caught, by the way, red-handed.
Can you imagine?
Doing business on this child. That was around Feb this year. And he was caught with the girl in class at school on top of her and doing his things. And the girl was trying to scream for help, but no one could help her. Yes. But they do these things in the weirdest
class.
Some of them go to their offices. They tell you, take my books to the office, and that's where they do their action.
You are a head teacher. You are on top of a 14-year-old.
Yes.
In a classroom that is open. You know our windows in some of these schools are broken, eh? Was that guy high? What was his problem?
I really don't know.
14-year-old
what I can say
raping.
Is that what I can say is that these days in schools there's this. I think it's becoming a normal trend that a girl can date the head teacher. You understand? She's 14 years old. She looks, because her features look a bit older. Her features have come out and all that. She can date a head teacher, or she can date a science teacher. You know, there are always those rumors in schools where you say, that girl is dating by the econ teacher. You understand?
Can you imagine?
So when these people are caught red-handed, it turns into defilement. But you see these girls actually in sexual relations with their teachers, and it is a trend. There was a school, Gonzaga, where kids threw burning substance at the deputy head teacher's office. Most of the kids claim that most of the girls were going into the head teacher's home. They used to go to the head teacher's home in turns. So out of anger, I think they were annoyed that the head teacher is seeing all of them.
They were jealous.
They were jealous, and then they decided, let's ban, and that's how the school administration block got banned. So it's a growing trend, and there's nobody who is by the bringing anyone to check. Everybody's busy with their business.
Parents, it goes back to you. How do you communicate to your child, eh?
Yeah.
Galaxy 100.2 16 kutano zangu sekonga tumaliriza. There's heroin that was found in baby's food. Can you imagine in baby's food?
Yeah, but before we got the heroin, there was also an incident of 1,000 students being sent back home in a school in Masaka.
Ooh.
Blessed Sacrament, Kimanya, Masaka City.
Still over strike?
Yes, they did strike, and they're from senior 3, senior 4, and senior 5, even senior 6. They wanted to burn down the boys' dormitory.
They nabbed them before they could.
They got to them,
Who
and
snitched?
5 ringleaders were arrested. And but by the time they got them, they had already burnt 5 mattresses in the school. So basically, a fire was beginning. So 5 ringleaders were arrested. 1,000 kids. Like these kids are traumatized in so many fronts. Even the feeding at school is another issue. Maybe they see food is not coming the way it used to be. They used to eat maybe rice those days. Now it's only kawunga and beans, like the other video you saw. So I mean, there are so many issues kids are dealing with.
Let's go to the heroin that was found in baby's food. Was it found being transported, or it was found being fed to the babies?
That it was found inside packs of baby food at Lagos main airport. That is in Nigeria.
Nigeria, Mukambwe, most populated country in Africa.
Yeah. The anti-drugs force there in Nigeria, they discovered that these people had stuffed inside the packs of baby food. Okay, the good news is it was not mixed. It was not laced inside the baby food, but that is the way they transport their heroin. But you take a food packs. And you can't suspect Mbumereyawana can have that. Can have heroin inside it.
Did you ever get time and watch how the famous drug lord that was Gwebakwata, they're still doing documentaries about him, Escobar Pablo, the way he handled business, the way he managed, you know. This is what he did. You see, in business, you're either a producer, a service provider, among many other things.
Oh, a middleman.
He controlled the entire chain. He would produce, supply. I think at some point he would even buy from himself. He even had tunnels.
No, but it's hard to do all those things at the same time.
So the level of in the Nigerians when it comes to drugs is above the roof, man.
It's top notch.
You go to Japan, the prisons are full of Nigerians.
Yeah.
Tons of drug. Even in their own country, even here, they are the most populated country.
They are the
in
most.
Africa.
They are crafty. They are
everywhere you go on planet Earth. Whether you go to Iceland, you'll find a Nigerian.
Manag. Should we say they are the most wise people in the world? Sharp. In fact, not wise, but sharp.
They are representing what Africa can be. Sharp. This is Galaxy FM 100.2. You can drop your comments on our YouTube, Galaxy FM/TV. Pamela will be back here later on in the day to tell you what's happening in the news in the coming hour. Tugenda kanyuga ekitimba bawo abanga mwenzio abanga osubirayo mukyala wo kubanga mwenzio boyfriend your girlfriend. We shall trick them and find out the truth. But for now, my friend, welcome aboard. Hey, sounds of beautiful sounds of Dexter Dapes and Masika. The name of the song is Leader. Good morning.
Baby, gon' give me your lo 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 lo.